Okay, good afternoon to all of you. So today in this session, we are going to start the second last topic of this subject, and the title of this subject is a transducer. I think this one is the totally new topic to you. Am I right? Now, before going to start the topic, let me give that, or let me put the few examples in front of you, and please try to respond me. Have you ever checked your weight? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
How?
In weight machine.
By using weight machine. Simple. Now, if you try to look towards the weight machine, just by now, till now, you just use that machine, but you have not that any different angle to look towards that machine is there. And now I will give that the different look to see the weight machine is there. Now, if you see that the weight machine, you can observe that one base is provided on which you can stand. And once you stand over the base, what you will observe? You can observe your weight on that LCD or LED display. Over there, one display is there, and you can measure your weight in terms of digit. It means that 30 kg, 40 kg, 50 kg, 70 kg, like that. Am I right? But now my angle to this part is that which types of input you have given to that weight machine? It's a weight. It's a mechanical term. And which types of output you have taken from that machine? It's a number on that display device. It means that which is nothing but electric signal. बरोबर आहे, कारण ते वर्क होतंय कशावरती? इलेक्ट्रिक सिग्नल वरती. जे काही तुम्हाला 30 kg 40 kg त्या डिस्प्ले डिव्हाइस वरती मिळते. डिस्प्ले डिव्हाइस इज वन इलेक्ट्रिक operated device is there. It means that my angle to look towards that the weight machine is that we have given the one form of energy as an input to that machine, but we have taken another form of signal or another form of energy as an output from that machine is there. It means that input form of energy is different and the output form of energy is different. Do you agree with my statement? ओके. आता जरी तुम्ही किराणा मालाच्या दुकानामध्ये गेला, काहीतरी वस्तू खरेदी करायची आहे तुम्हाला, ते तुम्हाला वेट करून देत आहे, त्याच्यामध्ये सुद्धा एक वेट मशीन आहे. मग त्या वेट मशीन वरती सुद्धा हीच प्रोसेस आहे. दिलेलं गेलेलं इनपुट म्हणजे जी काही वस्तू आपण मेजर करणार आहे, ती वस्तू ज्यावेळेस त्या मशीनवरती ठेवली जाते, म्हणजे एक सर्टन टाइप ऑफ वेट इज अप्लाइड, सर्टन टाइप ऑफ फोर्स इज अप्लाइड ऑन दॅट बेस, and it can be taken as an output from the display device is there. म्हणजे one form of energy we have to measure in the another form of energy. This is my first example. मग तसं बघायला गेलं तर तुम्ही सोन्याच्या दुकानामध्ये जरी गेलं तर तिथं पण एक हायली सेन्सिटिव्ह वेट मशीन असते. हायली सेन्सिटिव्ह का? तर आपल्याला माहिती आहे की सोनं फार कॉस्टली आहे, त्याच्यामुळे थोडंफार जर इकडं तिकडं चालत नाही, म्हणून ते हायली सेन्सिटिव्ह वेट मशीन बघितलं. मग तुम्ही वेट मशीन ते पण कम्पेअर करा आणि ह्युमन वेट मशीन पण कम्पेअर करा, किराणा मालाच्या दुकानातलं पण वेट मशीन कम्पेअर करा. मी अजून एक एक्झाम्पल सांगतो की ज्यावेळेस ऊस भरून जे काय ट्रॅक्टर ट्रक जात असतात त्यांचं सुद्धा वेट केलं जातं. मग हे 4 एक्झाम्पल ठेवले तुमच्या समोर वेट मशीन साठी. दुसरे एक एक्झाम्पल असं आहे आपल्याकडे. डू यू नो दॅट द सोलार सेल और सोलार पॅनल?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this solar panel will receive the solar energy, sunlight, and is converted into that electric signal, and which can be stored in that battery, and as and when required we can use it. This is the basic thing. But try to look towards the solar panel with a different angle in terms of input energy and that output energy. The input energy is a sunlight, solar energy, and the output energy is the electric signal. Means the two things are completely different. Can I say that the solar panel, solar cell will convert the solar energy into the light energy or that electric signal? Yes or no? Okay. Another one concept, let me explain here. Okay. You already you have that Android mobile. On the screen, when you will want to call someone, then you will open that dial-up, okay, and you just type that digit 9243. It means that you are applying the certain pressure on that screen. Is it right? But that pressure is converted into that one form of electric signal, and that signal, it can be processed or it can be passed or it can be transmitted. In this way also you can check it. It means that that input form is a different and that output form is a different. And how it is possible? It is possible with this transducer here. So that we can define the transducer is nothing but it's a device which converts one form of energy into another form of energy is there. Just like a weight machine, just like a solar panel. Get it my point? So these are the examples of a transducer, so that we can define the transducer is nothing but a device which converts one form of energy into another form of energy. Simple thing is that. This transducer is also having that another one name. We call it a sensor. And I think most of the times you are familiar with this word. We call it a sensor. It's one type of a sensor. Get it my point? And now see that the few example of a transducer. It's a thermocouple. The thermocouple is a temperature transducer. It will measure the temperature in the form of electric signal. Means input to the thermocouple is a temperature and the output of a thermocouple is an electric signal. Means through the display device, we can record, we can see the change in temperature by using the thermocouple here. Second is a thermistor. Actually, this thermistor is the combination of two words. One is thermal plus resistor. We call it a thermistor. It means that the resistance of that resistor is depends upon the thermal energy, heat energy. Get it my point? And as the resistance is going to be changed, so definitely the current flowing through that part is also changed. That's why we say that the thermocouple is also one type of a temperature transducer which will measure the temperature in the form of electric signal is there. And this electric signal is either electric voltage or electric current is there. So this is the second type of a transducer here. Then resistance temperature detector. This is also another one. Resistance whose resistance is depends upon the temperature. Then strain gauge, as I rightly mentioned that in the weight machine, such types of transducer, this is the name of the transducer. The strain gauge, it can be used to measure the weight, force, pressure in terms of electric signal is there. Then LVDT, actually the long form of that is linear variable differential transformer, which can be measured the displacement in the form of electric signal is there. So such that there are, I say that the photoelectric pickup, there are infinite number of transducers are there. What I say that? Infinite. It means that this topic is totally vast topic is there, but for your syllabus, we need to learn the few basic things only. Right now, through this slide, you just know about what is mean by the transducer. So the transducer is a device which converts one form of energy into another form. And these are the certain examples. And we try to discuss one by one example of transducers after some time. Okay. Now, there are actually two types of transducers are there. As I say that there are so many types of transducers are there, but all these transducers are classified into two types. What are these two types? As you know that the transducer means what? It converts one form of energy into another form of energy, another form. And for this process, conversion of one form of energy into another form, for this process, if the external energy source is required for the transducer, then it is called as a passive type of a transducer. And if the external energy source is not required, then we call it the active type of transducers are there. So based on whether the external energy source is required or not, the transducers are classified into two types. One is a passive transducer. Try to read it. The transducer which requires external source for conversion of one form of energy into another form is called passive transducer. म्हणजे एका फॉर्म मधून दुसऱ्या फॉर्म मध्ये कन्वर्जन करण्यासाठी जर ट्रान्सड्यूसरला एक्सटर्नल सोर्स लागत असेल तर डेफिनेटली त्याला काय म्हणणार होतो आपण, passive type of transducers are there. So strain gauge is a passive type of transducer. मग तुम्ही वेट मशीन जर बघितली, वेट मशीनला आपल्याला सप्लाय द्यावा लागतो का नाही द्यावा लागत? yes or no? वेट मशीनचा यूज वेट मेजर करण्यासाठी आपल्याला त्याला इलेक्ट्रिक सप्लाय देण्याची गरज पडते का नाही पडत? Do you listen these things or not? Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
What is the answer? सप्लाय द्यावा, एसी सप्लाय देतो का नाही आपण त्याला? अरे तुम्ही आज आन्सर का देणार? What is the problem?
Sir, please repeat the question.
बघा मी रिपीट
Hello?
करतो. हा रिपीट करतो प्रश्न, ऐका व्यवस्थित.
हो.
So passive type of a transducer means what? The transducer which require the external source for conversion of one form of energy into another form. मग आपल्याला असे मग पॅसिव्ह टाइपचे ट्रान्सड्यूसर कोणकोणते आहेत बघा. त्यातला पहिला जो सांगितलेला आहे, मी सांगितलेला की स्ट्रेन गेज म्हणजे काय की एक वेट मशीन. मग वेट मशीन थ्रू जर आपल्याला स्वतःचं वेट मेजर करायचं असेल तर त्याला आपल्याला सप्लाय द्यावा लागतो का द्यावा लागत नाही?
द्यावा लागतो.
म्हणजे एक्सटर्नल सोर्सची गरज आहे. जर सपोज त्याला सप्लाय दिला नाही तर आपलं वेट ते मशीन मेजर करू शकतंय का? नाही मेजर करू शकत. इट मीन्स दॅट external supply, external energy source is required for the strain gauge. That's why it is called as a passive type of transducer. म्हणजे हा जरी ट्रान्सड्यूसर असेल, याचं काम एक वन फॉर्म ऑफ एनर्जी इज कन्वर्टेड इनटू अनदर फॉर्म जरी असेल तरी ती प्रोसेस करण्यासाठी स्ट्रेन गेजला सप्लायची गरज आहे, एक्सटर्नल सप्लायची गरज आहे. दॅट्स वाय इट इज कॉल्ड एज अ पॅसिव्ह टाइप ऑफ ट्रान्सड्यूसर. Similarly, LVDT, photoelectric pickup, these are the types of a passive type of a transducer because to convert the one form of energy into another form, that external energy source is required. That's why it is called as a passive type of a transducer. And the second type is active type of a transducer. So try to read it. The transducer which does not require external energy source does not require external energy source for conversion of one form of energy into another form is called as an active type of a transducer. For example, solar cell. मग जर तुम्ही सोलार सेल जर बघितला तर सोलार सेलला सनलाइट पासून इलेक्ट्रिक एनर्जी तयार करण्यासाठी आपल्याला एक्सटर्नल एनर्जी सोर्स कनेक्ट करावा लागतो का? Actually the solar cell, it works itself. That external energy source is not required, and actually it gives that electric signal. It converts that sunlight into that electric voltage or that electric current. It means that for the solar cell, that external energy source is not required to convert one form of energy into another form. That's why it is called as an active type of transducer. आता तुम्हाला फरक लक्षात आला असेल कशाला पॅसिव्ह ट्रान्सड्यूसर म्हणायचं आणि कशाला ऍक्टिव्ह ट्रान्सड्यूसर म्हणायचं. सिंपल लॉजिक आहे. कोणतं लॉजिक आहे ते? जर ट्रान्सड्यूसरला एक एनर्जी फॉर्मचं दुसऱ्या एनर्जी फॉर्म मध्ये कन्वर्ट करण्यासाठी जर एक्सटर्नल एनर्जी सोर्स लागत असेल तर त्याला आपण म्हणणार आहोत पॅसिव्ह टाईप ऑफ ट्रान्झिस्टर. आणि जर एक्सटर्नल सोर्स लागत नसेल तर त्याला काय म्हणणार आहोत आपण ऍक्टिव्ह टाईप ऑफ ट्रान्झिस्टर. इज इट दॅट क्लिअर?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, the next point is that the selection parameters of the transistor. परंतु त्यापूर्वी let me try to define. Now, from the energy source is required or not required, the transistors are classified into two types. What are these two types? Passive and second is a active. मग हे दोन क्लासिफिकेशन कशाच्या बेसवरती झालेले आहेत? Requirement of energy source, requirement of external energy source. बरोबर आहे. म्हणजे जर एक्सटर्नल सोर्स रिक्वायरमेंट यस असेल तर तो पॅसिव्ह टाइप ऑफ ट्रान्झिस्टर झाला. जर रिक्वायरमेंट ऑफ एनर्जी सोर्स नो असेल तर तो ऍक्टिव्ह टाइप ऑफ ट्रान्झिस्टर झाला. And another one classification of a transistor, the classification of transducer based on output form of signal. बघा आपल्याला माहित आहे transducer, what is the basic function of a transducer? It converts one form of energy into another form. Suppose I say that this box is nothing but transducer. This is nothing but I say that it's an input. This is nothing but I say that it's output. The input is one form of energy. And output is another form of energy. And now I say that the transistors are also classified on based on the form of output energy is there. If the output form of energy, if it is an electric signal, electric voltage or electric current, then such types of transistors are classified as an electrical transducer. म्हणजे जर आउटपुट फॉर्म ऑफ एनर्जी ही जर इलेक्ट्रिक व्होल्टेज और इलेक्ट्रिक करंट असेल तर त्या ट्रान्सड्यूसरला कसला ट्रान्सड्यूसर म्हणायचा? इलेक्ट्रिकल ट्रान्सड्यूसर. And if the output form of energy is the mechanical term, means weight, pressure, force, displacement, vibration, these are the mechanical terms. जर output form of energy जर mechanical term असेल, then such types of transducers are called as mechanical transducers are there. That's why we say that these are the two types and based on the output form of a signal is there. And for your syllabus, we have to learn only the electrical transducer because the electrical transducers are most widely used because they are having that the more advantages over the mechanical transducers are there. For your syllabus, only we have to learn the electrical transducers are there. So henceforth, you please kindly remember that the one thing, whatever the type of transducers we are going to discuss in these coming sessions, then all these types of transducers are the electrical transducer, which simply indicates that output form or the output energy or the output signal of all such transducers are electrical voltage or current. That's why we classified into that electrical transducers are there. Is it that clear? Give me response.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so please try to remember these things. And now we are going to learn here, we are going to discuss here the selection parameter of a transistors are there. As I rightly mentioned that there are so many types of transistors are there. जसं की मी आत्ताच एक्झाम्पल सांगितलं की ह्युमनचं वेट मेजर करण्यासाठी एक वेगळी वेट मशीन आहे. किराणा मालाच्या दुकानामध्ये एक वेगळी वेट मशीन आहे, सोन्या चांदीच्या दुकानामध्ये एक वेगळी वेट मशीन आहे, त्यानंतर हेवी लोड मेजर करण्यासाठी जसं की उसाचा ट्रक मी म्हणतो की ते मेजर करण्यासाठी वेगळं वेट मशीन आहे. म्हणजे वर्किंग त्यांचं एकच आहे, त्यांचं फंक्शन एकच आहे. काय की वेट किंवा फोर्स किंवा प्रेशर इज टू बी कन्वर्टेड इनटू इलेक्ट्रिक सिग्नल. परंतु जर त्यांचा परफॉर्मन्स, त्यांची सेन्सिटिव्हिटी, त्यांची अॅक्युरेसी जर बघितली तर डिफरंट आहे. म्हणजे जे काय सोन्या चांदीच्या दुकानामध्ये जी काय वेट मशीन यूज केलं जातं त्याला थोडीशी धूळ सुद्धा चालत नाही, कारण तेवढं तरी का होईना सोनं आपल्याला कमी मिळेल कस्टमरला. लक्षात आहे. परंतु ह्युमन वेट मशीन असेल, किराणा मालाच्या मध्ये असेल किंवा हेवी लोड मेजर करण्यासाठी वेट मशीन असेल, त्याला एक 1 ग्रॅम किंवा 2 ग्रॅम म्हणजे इट्स नॉर्मल, इट्स अ निग्लेक्टेबल थिंग इज दॅट. गेट इट माय पॉइंट. So like that, there are so many types of transducers are there. Then the thing is that how to select which types of transducer we have to select here. It is just like to purchase the Android mobile phone. म्हणजे जर आपल्याला अँड्रॉइड मोबाईल फोन परचेस करायचा असेल तर परचेस केल्यानंतर आपले क्रायटेरिया डिसाइड होतात का परचेस करायच्या अगोदर आपले क्रायटेरिया डिसाइड होतात? इट्स अ सेम केस हियर. म्हणजे परचेस करायच्या अगोदरच आपण आपले क्रायटेरिया फिक्स करतो. म्हणजे त्याची कॉस्ट काय असेल, त्याचा शेप काय असेल, त्याचे साईज काय असेल, त्याचं वेट किती असेल, त्याचा कलर कोणता असला पाहिजे, कोणत्या कंपनीचा असला पाहिजे, किती फॅसिलिटीज असल्या पाहिजे, हे सगळे क्रायटेरिया आपण हे ऑलरेडी डिसाइड करतो आणि त्यातून मग आपल्याला जो सोयीस्कर वाटतो तो घेतो. तसंच सांगितलं की ट्रान्सड्यूसर हे भरपूर प्रमाणात आहेत. Then what type of transducers we have to select? It is totally based on our choice, our requirement, and that expectation from that circuit is there. Get it my point? But the common thing is that common parameter for all type of transducers. जसं की मोबाईल फोन खरेदी करायचा आहे म्हणजे कॉमन थिंग काय आहे की फोन करता आला पाहिजे, फोन रिसीव्ह करता आला पाहिजे, डायल करता आला पाहिजे, मेसेज सेंड करता आला पाहिजे, हे कॉमन थिंग आहे. तसं प्रत्येक ट्रान्झिस्टरची त्याचे स्वतःचे वेगळे स्पेसिफिकेशन्स आहेत, वेगळे पॅरामीटर आहेत. परंतु इन जनरल पॅरामीटर जसं की मोबाईलच्या बाबतीमध्ये सांगितलं की कॉल करता आला पाहिजे, कॉल रिसीव्ह करता आला पाहिजे. इन जनरल पॅरामीटर जर ट्रान्झिस्टरचे सांगायचे झाले तर द फर्स्ट वन इज लिनियरिटी. Linearity means what? I think you are familiar with this word linear. It means that as input changes, output is also changes with the same proportion. Then we say that the input and output are linear. And it is expected thing is that जर वेट मशीन वरती 1 किलो वेट ठेवलं, आउटपुट आपल्याला 1 किलो मिळालं, पण जर 2 किलो वेट ठेवलं ना आउटपुट 1 किलो मिळालं तर it means that output signal is not linear with that input signal. Definitely it's such weight machine having the no use. It means that output signal or the output of a transducer must be in a linear. It means that as input changes with the same proportion that output is also changed. That is called as a linearity. So this is the basic parameter for all type of transducers are there. Get it, my point? Second thing is that the operating range. So definitely, whenever we want to select the parameter, for which applications we are selecting the parameter based on that operating range is decided. म्हणजे फॉर एक्झाम्पल जर सांगायचं झालं तर सोन्या चांदीच्या दुकानामध्ये जे काही एकदम कॉम्पॅक्ट वेट मशीन डिझाईन केली गेलेली आहे, हार्डली 1 किलो 2 किलो वजन जरी मेजर केलं तरी सफिशियंट आहे, कारण तेवढं काय ती वस्तू कॉस्टली असल्यामुळे कोण घेऊन जात नाही. पण किराणा मालाच्या दुकानामध्ये जर आपण वेट मशीन फक्त 1 किंवा 2 किलो वजन करणारी जर ठेवली तर चालेल का? नाही, त्याची ऑपरेटिंग रेंज जास्त पाहिजे, 100 kg पर्यंत तरी ऍटलिस्ट पाहिजे. बरोबर आहे. त्यानंतर उसाचा ट्रॅक्टरचे जर वेट मेजर करायचं असेल तर त्या ठिकाणी वेट मशीन 100 kg पर्यंत ठेवून चालणार आहे का? म्हणजे आपण कशासाठी ट्रान्सड्यूसर सिलेक्ट करणार आहोत, आपलं मेन पर्पज काय आहे त्या सर्किट कडून, that will decide that operating temperature, operating range is there. Are you get it my point? This is the common factor. सेकंड थिंग इज अ सेन्सिटिव्हिटी. पुन्हा मी तेच एक्झाम्पल देऊन तुम्हाला सांगतो बघा व्यवस्थित, म्हणजे तुमच्या ते व्यवस्थित लक्षात येईल. नाउ यू गिव्ह मी दॅट weight machine used in the gold shop and the weight machine is used in the normal shop. बरोबर आहे. किराणा मालाच्या दुकानामध्ये कुठल्या वेट मशीनची सेन्सिटिव्हिटी जास्त आहे? गोल्ड शॉप मध्ये यूज केलेल्याची सेन्सिटिव्हिटी जास्त आहे का नाही? इट मीन्स दॅट a very small change in an input parameter, if it can be measured in the form of output signal, that is called as the sensitivity of that device. Is that very, very small change. That's why we can measure the gold or the silver in terms of that milligram, in terms of gram, but in terms of human weight, in terms of म्हणजे जर उसाच्या ट्रॅक्टरचं मेजर, that milligram, it's not the scale there. It means that for what applications we are using the transducer as a weight machine, so definitely that sensitivity will be decided, but the sensitivity is nothing but the very small change in the input parameter, if it can be measured or it can be converted into that proportional output signal, that is called as a sensitivity. Then accuracy. Definitely we expect that the output of the transducer is 100% accurate. Then physical size, जसं की आपण मोबाईल परचेस करताना लॅपटॉप एवढ्या साईजचा मोबाईल परचेस करत नाही. गेट इट माय पॉइंट. म्हणजे त्याचा पण एक बेसिक क्रायटेरिया आपल्या माइंड मध्ये फिक्स आहे, किंवा त्याची साईज किती असली पाहिजे, त्याचा डिस्प्ले किती असला पाहिजे, किती रेशोचा असला पाहिजे. दॅट थिंग वी विल ट्राय टू थिंक बिफोर दॅट. It means that the size is also the one of the basic parameter for the selection of a transducer. And the last one, or the second last one, we call it a power requirement. As we know that nowadays whatever the instruments are designed, they are designed for the less power consumption. It means that the requirement of the power is also one of the important factor. If transducer will consume that more power, so definitely this will be not affordable for the use of the transducer here. Get it my point? So it is expected that the requirement of a power of any type of a transducer must be less is there. And the last one is a noise. The noise is nothing but the unwanted signal that will be mixed with the input signal is there. And if that unwanted signal, it will be mixed with the input signal, then definitely the output will be not accurate. We will not get that the correct output, so that we expect that the output or the transducer must be noise free. Means that an environmental effect, environment shocks, environment vibrations, anything unwanted signal do not interact in the input and output process is there. That's why we say that the transducer must be the noise free here. Get it my point? So these are the few general basic parameters of electrical transducers are there. But as I say that while actual implementation of the circuit, there are so many parameters we need to consider for the selection of a transducers are there. Is it okay? And now see that what are the advantages of the electrical transducers over the mechanical transducer. Number one, electrical amplification can easily done. म्हणजे जर इलेक्ट्रिक सिग्नल ऍज अन आउटपुट मिळाला, इफ इट इज लेस, डेफिनेटली वी कॅन amplified it, and it is so simple as compared to that mechanical transducer is there. Then output can be indicated or recorded from the sensing medium. Whatever that electric output, electric voltage or current, we can create that another one circuit and we can record it. We can display that record also, or that output also. It is possible with that electric signal only. This is also the advantage. The output can be easily transmitted or processed for the purpose of measurement. म्हणजे ते मिळणारे जे काही आउटपुट आहे आपल्याला इलेक्ट्रिक ट्रान्सड्यूसर कडून, ते आपण ट्रान्समिट करू शकतो, प्रोसेस करू शकतो. Anything as per our wish we can do it. The signal can be mixed to obtain any combination with output. मग जर आउटपुट बरोबर आपल्याला अजून दुसरे काही कॉम्बिनेशन पाहिजे असेल तर आपण ते सिग्नल मिक्स करू शकतो. अँड दिस इज पॉसिबल only for that electric type of a transistor. So that's why these are the few advantages of a electrical type of a transistor is that. And now let's we try to see the first type of a transistor, and that is called as a LVDT. The long form of this type of a transistor is linear variable differential transformer. Now you can surprise the thing here, because the transformer word it comes here. Get it my point? And actually this is a transformer, but the little bit different name is that linear variable differential transformer. It means that just like an ordinary transformer, normal transformer, this LVDT is also having the two inductive coils. One we call it a primary, another one we call it a secondary, and the primary coil is always connected to that AC. And the working of these LVDT is also based on Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. It means that this is same like an ordinary transformer with small changes that. And what the thing and how this LVDT, it can be acts as a transducer. So the basic and the first important thing is that this LVDT is used for the measurement of a displacement. It means that the displacement, it's one parameter as an input parameter, and this displacement, it can be measured in terms of electric signal. That's why this LVDT is known as an electrical transducer, because it gives the output in the form of electric voltage and current. That's why we call it a electrical transducer. And another thing is that as the primary winding, as this is a transformer and the primary winding is always connected to the AC supply, it means that external energy source is required. That's why LVDT is called as a passive type of a transducer, because external energy source is required to measure the displacement in the form of electric voltage is there. Get it my point? So please try to read the theory behind it. LVDT means linear variable differential transformer is a passive inductive transducer. आता passive का म्हणलंय? The primary winding is must be connected to the supply. And why it is called as inductive? As it is consist of inductive coils, primary coil and the secondary coil. But as I say that the small change in that, the LVDT, it converts the linear displacement into that electric voltage, and it consists of one primary coil and the two secondary coils. It can be represented with the S1 and S2, and one soft iron core. It can be moved in this hollow cylinder here. The displacement of this soft iron core, it can be measured in the form of electric voltage, and the output is always taken from the secondary side of a transformer. The primary is always connected to the supply main, AC source is there. So this is the construction. आता पहिल्यांदा construction बघून घ्या. काय काय आहे या नेमकं construction मध्ये? एक हॅलो सिलेंडर कन्सिडर करा. हॅलो सिलेंडर वरती मिडल ला प्रायमरी कॉइल कनेक्ट केलेली आहे, वाउंड केलेली आहे, and on the other side of the primary the two secondary coils are there. It can be represented with S1 and S2, and inside that hollow cylinder a one rod, we call it a soft iron core, it can be movable. So this is the basic construction of a LVDT is there. Now try to see that the working. As I say that the primary winding of this LVDT is always connected to the AC supply. That's why it is called as a passive type of a transducer. Is it right? As it consists of, this is the primary winding, that's why it is called as a passive inductive type of a transducer here. And now if you see that the one primary winding which is connected to the AC source and the two secondary windings denoted with S1 and S2, is it right? And from that secondary winding we will get that electric voltage. That's why it is called as an electrical transducer as an output. Now see that what happened. As you know that the primary winding is connected to that AC source, so definitely the alternating current is flowing through the primary winding. So this alternating current will create the alternating magnetic field. And when this alternating magnetic field link with both the secondary coil, according to Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction, EMF is induced in both the secondary coil. EMF induced in a coil S1, we call it a E1. EMF induced in a coil S2, we call it a E2. And these two secondary coils are connected in a series but up in opposite end, so that you will get the differential output. कारण टायटल मध्येच काय म्हणलेलं आहे, linear variable differential transformer. As you want that the output from both the secondary coil and it's a corrected output, that time, that's why I said that these two secondary coils are connected in a series but in opposite end, so that output voltage, it can be measured by E1 minus E2 because they are connected in a series. माझं तुम्हाला असं वाटेल की series म्हणलं तर E1 plus E2 का केलं नाही, but in opposite end I say that this is the basic difference. That's why our output voltage equation, it becomes E1 minus E2. Now try to read that.